guys, we're gonna go over some ways to deal with, getting around the half guard that are not as straightforward as like, okay, I go, forward and around this way. This is the way everybody kind of likes to pass to, right? But there are barriers to overcome in the half guard. Sometimes it's a knee shield. Sometimes it's them getting their underhook and like controlling your balance and your posture really. Like right now, I'm on my knees up, but if Michael slips this, gets his underhook and pulls me forward, look how I'm losing. I'm coming up off my knees. I'm losing my posture. Okay, so on one of these, let's say he does that, right? He gets that. I raise my hips. I can come here, right? And then from here, what I can do is I can grab under and switch over. Now, look, I've over the years have learned this with people just posting their hands on the mat actively, and then you can get into different ways to control the upper body. And I think you should just do kind of what you prefer there. I'll show some different grips, and if you only have one grip, hand and head usually on the mat posting. Okay, so we were doing butterfly techniques a while back, and a lot of butterfly sweeps, this situation, it occurs. Okay, someone is a quarter away into their mount escape, this situation occurs. Okay, 3/4 mount. I've almost got mount, but not quite, right? And you've got to be able to adjust and deal with this. Okay, so that's just situation one, like raising my hips when he gets an underhook. Now, second idea here is, we talked in another video that we filmed today, is while we're in here working on this half mount stuff for what we've been doing in our classes, about getting here, scissoring under. Okay, now, whether I had this scoop grip or not, right? And Michael, just put your feet together and like make it really like a closed guard type foot, or just make it difficult for me to, before we were doing this, right? Okay, so the hook grip helps you get that leg out, right? You may have something like this, where the hand may be there, right? And you scissored your legs under. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the foot up to the butt. We trained with Brandon McCatherine a couple years back, and he was talking about putting if you don't have your knee through, about putting your elbow inside as a wedge and moving back in there. Okay, so all great. Now, from like that style, think your grip may be here, right? So that's fine. His arm may be inside, right? The grips vary. A lot of people might have this here, right? And then he's like throwing everything up, like throwing it up around my hip, scoot back. So when I come, look, I had this. So, if I'm sweeping from butterfly, what grips did I have? If he's escaping mount, his elbows are probably inside. So these are situations that occur when we end up in 3/4 mount. Like, it's not just off the guard passing, but that's how we're working it right now. And we just did it from butterfly sweeps, right? So I'm just gonna do the basic sort of over under here, right? And then he starts pinching my ankle. Boom. Look, I have an underhook, but that's it, right? Which is good, right? Maybe I could attack this arm, right? If he leaves it there, he probably won't. Okay, so, this is another situation in which this would occur. So what do we do when we're in the 3/4 mount, right? We'll do back on this side for the camera. Okay, so here, look, I've spent whole matches in quarter guard, not as much of this, but this will interplay with them going to deep half and back from here. Like these are the another quarter guard, quarter half. They're linked, right? So here. Okay, so look what I'm going to do. Right, I'm here, and I'm using my butterfly to pry out. Okay, now I've got Michael's arm pinned under my chest. Okay, so when I go to pass here, one thing I want to be sure that I achieve is inside position. Okay, now let's turn over here. Right now I already have it with my right knee. I'm not as concerned about having it with my left knee, and I'll show you why. because Michael's arm's pinned under my chest, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, I put my feet here. So if he does bridge, I'm good. My hips, he's not gonna do anything with my hips, right? If I've got his arm pinned like that, I'm gonna go to a technical mount and start isolating this arm to take his arm or to take his back. Right? So, you know, however you end up, get the underhook for me for it. Right, you raise the hips. However you end up in this position, right? Just some principles. Look, he's fighting over here, so I'm grabbing under on this side, right? Here, if you have your feet crossed, I'm just kind of sitting on his legs, inserting that butterfly hook. Look, same thing's occurring, right? Now, if I just hold here, are Michael's elbows inside of my legs? No, they're not. Right, bridge. Right, and I can start cutting the corner, bringing my knee to his head to isolate arms. S mount, technical mount, whichever, you know, kind of you like to play. Some people will do either one in that situation. But here's the interesting thing. This is what I had before. Put your elbows on the inside. Right? Yeah. Okay. Get out. Yeah, he's got the back door for whatever he wants. So, for both people, the person getting mounted from any of the situations that I talked about, and for me, it's about who has the inside position. Okay? So if I'm here, right, just be pinching on this side, right, and I go here, okay, I've got inside position. Okay? Now, elbow in. Michael's got inside position. And I bet, he's got it on both. So I don't go the same way. I don't. I have to change. Let's go over that. Okay, so this is where I get into my knee switch drills, which fortunately for us, I've done thousands of reps. Okay, but look, I would switch again or do something else because he still has inside position. I feel his elbow under my bicep tendon here. Okay? Just with this, bridge and chuck me there. He's waiting for that scramble, right? Don't give it to him. Okay, so I notice as I go here, Michael sucks his elbows on the inside. I do not advance the mount from here. Okay, look, I pry open, I go here. Now if I have an underhook, which I don't, because Michael's elbow's on the inside of my arm, it looks like I have an underhook. That's an underhook. That's an underhook. Okay? Still an underhook. Not an underhook. Michael's got inside position. When I notice Michael has inside position, I go to here. Okay, you see this? It's like a windshield wiper pass. Our basic guard pass we do. Here. Right? If I switch my feet, I'm hooked right above his knee. So if you do a knee switch and you don't want to switch again, because a lot of times you just keep switching sides, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide down here. Okay? Now, blocking this from coming in, either here, this is a little better if we're already in this position. What I frequently do is I'm coming from the windshield wiper pass, is I'll go here, and as I advance, I move my elbow inside like a windshield wiper. So like as my feet go there, right, that is just like when I'm here. He had inside, right, I'm sliding down his knee, I'm going inside his hips, kind of wishboning a little bit. Okay, now, from here, one thing Michael can do is he can grab my arm with 2-on-1. Just grab my gi sleeve, like this. Yes. Now, this is, if he gets his arm, like push it up over your head, yes, and then start pushing it that way. Like, yeah, you maybe can elevate me for like leg attacks. Like you feel my leg up there? Yes. That'd be terrible. Don't want it to happen. Okay? So, you had the arm under the head. You got to this windshield wiper, almost past his guard position. You are past his guard technically, right? And you went back here. This is a situation of, I wouldn't even call it taking a step back, but sort of to go a couple of steps forward. So when I'm here, if Michael starts doing that as I pass, I come inside. Here. Right? And what do we do here? We control his hips with our hands. We don't sit on the mat like this. I'm just taking care of my buddy. Right? While I talk about jiu-jitsu. Forehead here. Clock to 45. Right? And I scooted back to get his arms. I have inside position. Here. Right here. If he tries to run, catch him there, or my head's blocking, he tries to run here, then we can start isolating. Chokes, arms, transitions to your favorite spots. So that's some ways to deal with the quarter mount, to pass. And the big question I'm asking when I'm doing this and rolling right now is, who has the inside position? Right? I might notice that Michael has inside. He has inside. Right? So if I go here and I knee switch to either side, does he have inside? He does. Right? Here. Right? Go ahead and start doing that thing to my arm, Michael. All right? So when he's here, go ahead and push it off. I got to get inside. Inside. And I maintained inside position as I clocked to the 45. All right? Thanks, guys.